Welcome to Learn Python Programming at a Snail's Pace. My name is Marcus Gardner, and this is our first video. What will we cover in today's video? First, who should and shouldn't watch this channel. Second, why you should choose me. And third, which I'm keeping for last so you can skip, because most people don't need to watch the installation of files, is the installing of Python and Notepad++. Now, I know many programmers will say, oh, you should use an IDE, choose this one or that one, but one, this is starting out in the beginnings section, so we're going to start slow, very slow, and we don't need an IDE. In fact, I hardly ever use one. Okay, Notepad++ is what I use for all my programming, C programming, and for other types of programming, including Python. Okay, so we're going to use Notepad++, or you can use anything you want. Okay, you can use TextPad. Okay, anything that saves as a text file. Don't use Microsoft Word unless it can save as a text file. But anyway. Again, you don't have to watch the installation. You can just stop the video when we get to that part. Okay, so let's move on to the first part here. Who is this channel for? It's actually for three different types of individuals. The first are kids who are just now learning programming and have chosen Python as their first language. I would suggest at least age 13. That's the age when I started programming. I started competing in programming around age 14 or 15. I don't remember what age that was. But 13 is a good age as long as they are a serious student. Okay? Otherwise, I'll have to wait till later. Okay? I wouldn't suggest it for you younger than 13 unless you have an exceptional child. Okay? Second, high school or college students who are taking their first programming course and is in Python and they are already over their heads or they need additional help. Okay? And then finally, adults who are changing their career and want to get started with programming and they're going to be using Python. Those are the three types of individuals that this course really is for. Okay? Now, who should not watch this channel? Anyone who has had programming before. Okay? You will be bored silly. Okay? Because I go, as the title says, at a snail's pace. Let me give you an example. Let's assume you've had some math courses before. You know, you can add, subtract, multiply, divide, maybe even raise powers, and even maybe some calculus. And then you sat in on my math class and I said, this is the number 1. Now, if we add another 1 to it, we get the number 2. How long would you stay in my course? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I go very in depth and very slowly. Okay, now the good thing is that you are going to be an expert in every phase I talk about. Okay, every part that I talk about in Python, you will be an expert at if you follow all my videos. The downside, of course, is that I go at a snail's pace and you can get bored, especially if you are very good at programming. Now, of course, you could, skip, watch, that's up to you. But I'm warning you, you will get bored, okay, if you already know programming. Now, why choose me? First, I have lots of experience teaching. I have 8 years teaching in American universities and 8 years as a high school teacher. I love teaching, and I taught for many years beyond that as a tutor. Okay? I just love education. I love to learn, and I love to teach. 2, I have very in-depth teaching. Okay? As you'll find out in this course, it's going to go very, very slow, which means lots and lots and lots of videos. My specialty is the ability to teach a problem many different ways. Okay? So, if they don't understand, quote, the book method, I can teach the material a different way. Okay? Now, that will become important when we talk about algorithms. Okay? Some people may not understand the book method, and I can help teach it a different way. Okay? This is the way I teach math a lot. Many times they don't understand the book method, and I have to go and teach them other ways to do problems. And usually, I will talk very slow, so even those with English as a second language can understand. Okay? So, all those together are reasons why you should choose me and watch my course here on this channel. So, let's get started, shall we? So, this is the installation of Python and Notepad. For those of you who do not want to watch, I will put the links down on the page so you can just do it yourself. And I want to thank you for watching this video and hope to see you in other videos. Okay? If you have any comments, please feel free to share them. And see you later. Okay, now whenever you're going to install a software package, always install from the source. Okay, here it's python.org. Okay, now the reason why I say that is because many of these other places which offer the Python course may add a wrapper to it. You know, they may put a virus in it or some ads, so you start seeing ads on your computer. So that's why I always suggest always download from the source. So go to python.org, click on downloads, and then Python 3.5.1. Okay, now if you're watching this at a later date, this number may change, like 3.5.2, 3.6, whatever. Choose this one. Now, if your teacher has said to do 2.711, I'm sorry, this course won't help you too much. Okay, so this course is going to be on 3.5.1 and later. Now, most software packages are what's called backward compatible, which means software XXX version 4 will still work with software XXX version 3, but not here. Okay, Python 3.5.1 will not work with anything done with Python 2.7.11. Okay, they just imagine starting from scratch. Okay, so click here, and then you want to click the save file. And I'm going to pause the video here because you do not need to watch me download the video. Download this Python when you are going to be downloading it yourself. Okay, so I'll start the video again when it is done downloading. See you in a minute. Bye bye. Okay, our download is done, so now we're going to run the install. Now, anytime you install something, I strongly suggest you do not install it into C. Okay, always choose some D or E or F or whatever you have. Okay, so I'm going to do custom install, and all of those check is okay. Install for all users. Now, some people have their environment set up where different people can log in with different user IDs. If you want them to also use Python, click this. Okay, I'm going to click here. Now, instead of this, I'm going to change this to D. Okay, and now I hit install. Now The install is going to take a while, so I'm going to pause the video here and come back when the setup is done. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, as you can see, setup was successful. So we click close and we are done with that. Now we can go on to Notepad. So again, go to notepad-plus-plus.org. This is the source, the original one, and download from there. Just click this little download button and then click this download button. Now this download is much quicker. It's much smaller. Okay, so we'll save this install and it will only take a few seconds. Okay, now we'll grab this install and we'll choose English as my language and then click next. Yes, I agree, like I have a choice. Now yours will pop up as C. Okay, mine pops as a D because I've already got it installed. So choose that to D or E or whatever you want and click next. Okay, I just keep the default here and click next. I am not going to use a USB device, so I'm not going to click this. Okay, I don't know this, and you can use this if you want. Put it on your desktop. Okay, and you can click this if you want. Alright, click install, and again this is going to be a very quick install because it's a much smaller program, and we are done. Okay, that is all for this video. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed it and hope to see you when the real fun begins. Okay, thank you for watching. Learn Python programming at a snail's pace. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.